Tonight's 10 at 10 starts with a first for Portland police, and not the crime itself, but the age of the two boys accused of trying to carjack a woman with a gun. They are just 7 and 11 years old. It happened at the parking lot of the Freedom Foursquare Church at Southeast 160th and Alder. Top story coverage for News Channel 8's Erica Harquist, live from the Donald E. Long Juvenile Detention Center. Now, Erica, that's not where the boys are being held tonight.
That's right, Abby. Good evening to you. We understand the two boys are home with their parents tonight. And get this, they are too young for the Juvenile Detention Center here. According to Oregon law, youth offenders must be at least 12 years old in order to come here.
He was just out to hurt somebody.
Amy Garrett had the unimaginable happen yesterday while waiting in her church parking lot for her parents. Two boys, one 7, the other 11, came up to her truck with a loaded handgun.
He flashed me his gun, and then I was like, "Is that real?" And he's like, "You don't ever ask somebody if it's real. That's how you get yourself shot."
She said the boys demanded her truck, money, and her cell phone. They threatened to shoot her if she didn't give them something.
He was like, "Yeah, it's fully loaded and cocked, ready to blow your brains out."
At first, Garrett didn't think the gun was real, but then she said the boys showed her the bullets.
And that's when I realized that the gun was real, because those were real bullets.
She again refused to give them anything and took off, calling 911. But police were already on the way. The parents of another boy who had seen the gun had already called police.
Almost 20 years of police work, I've never heard of anything like this, where an 11 and a 7-year-old commit an armed robbery.
Portland police arrived, and as they approached, the 11-year-old boy was told to take his hands out of his pockets. He wouldn't.
Officers grabbed onto him, pulled his hand out, and in his pocket was a loaded .22 firearm with a hammer back, ready to fire.
The boys were then released to their parents because police say they're too young to be taken to the Juvenile Detention Center.
If they were old enough, they'd be booked into jail and charged with a Measure 11 Robbery 1, which would land them 90 months in prison. They're too young for that. They're too young to even be taken to JDH. They're not set up at the Juvenile Justice Center to handle an 11 and a 7-year-old.
That's unsettling for Garrett, who says she doesn't see how something like this could ever happen.
I hope that they get help.
And back out here live now, police tell me this case will now be referred to the juvenile court in the building behind me, and the head of the juvenile unit here will have to look at everything, including the home life, parents, etc., to figure out what to do with the two boys. And meanwhile, Portland police are still trying to determine where this 11-year-old boy got the gun. Abby?
It's all still very hard to believe. Erica, thank you.